Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop Amazon, and when you do, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon link on our website. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program. Now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
So you may ask yourself, this is not my wife. No, you may ask yourself, what type of effect will a Trump presidency have on the Mike O'Mara Show?
Right.
I'm here to tell our listeners of the Mike O'Mara Show, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. The Mike O'Mara Show set an all-time high downloading record for yesterday's show. We have the most listeners who have ever in the first day. Now, the way people listen to this show, they listen the first day.
It's a long tail, Mike.
And then the tail.
And it wags.
I'm not sure whether I articulate that properly. It takes a while for each show to get to the number.
The majority of listeners listen within the week.
Within the week.
Yes.
But one day we set a new record yesterday, and we are eternally grateful for
Thank
that.
you.
That's one of the few things that could actually put a smile on my face, and I'm very, very happy. Might have something to do with a lot of different factors, but the fact is the growth of this show. And I will bitch like anybody knows. I will bitch. If I'm not bitching, I'm not breathing. Don't get happy. I adhere to all of those things.
No one's happy
God knows.
That's right.
God knows I'm not happy.
Following the prime directive on this end as well, Mike.
You can rest assured I am not happy, and I won't be through the Christmas holiday. Okay, it's a lock. You can print it.
Oh, I
Take it
think you'll
upstairs to
be
the
happy
fat man.
before Christmas. Before Christmas, you'll be happy.
The fat man.
We'll see what happens. But this is true. The fact is that our listenership has been growing steadily, and we are, we won't tell you about all our little inside in-the-house metrics that tell us why that is. The bottom line is you're still there, and you're growing in number, which I still am delighted and thrilled that we're able to do that after all this time.
Talk
and
radio is back, baby.
Yes.
I will point to the guys that I work with, and give them the credit where credit is deserved. I will give three people credit for this. I will give Pony, Oscar, and Rob credit for this because it's every day. It's putting forth the effort every day. It's kicking me in the ass when I need to be kicked in the ass, and I'm just really, really pleased with the result. With that said, really FML. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
And Mike, while you're handing
out.
out thanks, I don't know. I think we wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't mention Mac is in studio today.
Macadac.
Woo!
It's me. Mac.
That's right.
Mac, it was great meeting your father and your mother and your brother.
The tennis pro.
Is
I
your
didn't
brother
meet
really
his
a
brother.
tennis pro? Is your brother really a tennis pro, Mac?
He's a tennis pro coach, yes.
Yes.
A tennis
if you
pro
want-
coach?
Hold
So
it,
he
hold it,
coaches
that's-
tennis pros? Is that what he does?
No. He is a tennis pro and a coach.
Okay, he's a coach. That is
Like a
wonderful.
life coach?
No, he teaches tennis to kids ranging from about 7 to 14.
He likes kids?
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you have you played tennis, Mac?
Yeah, I actually worked at the camp that he works at during the summer.
So you're a
One
bit of a
summer.
tennis player yourself?
Was.
Were
Not any longer.
you a big wooden racket guy?
Oh, yeah. I had 5 of them.
Short white shorts.
You know how old? Hey, you know how old I am?
How old?
I'm old enough to remember when the metal rackets came on and the aluminum rackets. I am.
Mike.
I remember
That was like the 20s.
That's right.
The Dunlop. I had a Dunlop wooden racket. The big
right
rackets
after
when I grew up.
VJ Day, Mike. They came out and you were
The big rackets back in the day. I remember were Dunlop wooden rackets. I remember
And that was your racket. That wasn't like your grandfather's. Or
No, I don't think I had a Dunlop racket. I don't think we had the money to get the Dunlop racket because it was really. I remember stringing with gut. They were gut rackets. Cat gut.
Yep.
I don't know if they still use that. I have no idea. It's been so long since I played.
Meow.
I think Big Cat has sort of clamped down on that. I think it must be sort of an
Big Cat
alloy
is,
now, or
rallied against that.
Yeah, some sort of
Carbon fiber?
Yeah, some sort of a space age
Catgut.
polymer.
You strung a racket with catgut, and I remember that. And I
Is
we
it
were
really
talking
though?
about
Is it
tennis.
really catgut? I don't think it really is catgut. I
I
think it's
have
just called
no
that.
idea what you guys are talking about. Because when
Talking
I
about,
when I
what
when
you
I went
string your
to
racket
when I
with.
bought a tennis racket, it was made of carbon fiber.
I see. Very good.
I think it actually is catgut. I think it is. But you know what? I remember the wooden racket. It was not that foreign to me.
Oh, no, you know what? When I bought a racket, I remember the big thing was, I was like, Mom, we got to get one that says graphite on it.
Oh, graphite.
graphite.
Yeah,
Sure.
graphite
Yep.
now is the big
Graphite.
deal. And I wouldn't be playing tennis now with the chafing that I've been experiencing. Selection.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, it's since D.C. Since I was walking around that night with my tight jeans on, I have been experiencing rather severe
Your skinny
chafing.
jeans?
Yeah, chafing.
Chafing on inner thigh or
inner thigh and bag.
You know, runners get that.
Yes, it's
Really?
called runner's bag.
So yesterday I did something that I've done before. I used one of my son's products, Decidin. I put Decidin on my bag and on my inner
Baby
thigh.
rash.
Yeah, and
Gene
and
rash.
it's recovering nicely, I believe. But you never know what's salve or cream or powder or
There's
medicated,
actually
whatever.
a roller. I'm not sure if we've ever talked about that on the show.
You chafe, too,
Yeah,
occasionally,
well,
correct?
that's from when I was running half marathons.
Right.
I would chafe.
Not me. My half marathon was walking to Rumors
Yeah.
after the Mad Hatter.
My marathon has a much different fraction than half in front of it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you chafe, Rob? Have you chafed in the balls area?
You know what? I don't believe I have.
Not with,
But
not with cargo shorts.
I kind of wish I could because it sounds fun applying the Desitin.
Well, it is fun. It is
takes
fun.
hours.
Let me tell you,
Ashley has a
go ahead,
shaving
go ahead.
story.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
I just
you-
wanted to let you guys know that I personally have never experienced chafing in the balls.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley.
And she is an active dater.
That's current A-ball pitcher Ashley, who is in A-ball, might be moving up to AA after that comment. We're not sure. And you never know. Once you move to AA, it's like an hour, then it's AAA, and you get to the big show.
Sure. Wally
That's
Pitt
the way it
moment.
works.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is the Decidin is a product that is designed for babies' bottoms.
Yes.
And it's designed to last and last and last. And so putting that on and then getting it off my hands with the antibacterial soap was a process.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
It was a process that took too long.
Do you look at your balls
just wash
and
off because
say-
it's supposed to? Yeah, what?
Do you look at your balls and
That's
say,
right, Rob. We're in the same weight class. You make an assumption when you say, "Do I look at my balls?"
okay.
No, I don't.
Do you use a mirror?
I don't. I never see them unless I really stretch.
Okay, pretend it's like you're taking a selfie. Do you
Okay.
address your balls and say, "How long do you plan on being in there, Rash?"
I'm talking to the person inside the sack now. Hello, Reagan.
Hello, balls.
Hello, Father Dimitri.
I got it. It's called Body Glide Anti-Chafing. So it looks like a little deodorant
I think
tube.
somebody sent me that.
And then you throw it on your inner thighs, and it's like Crisco all day.
I think somebody sent me that.
I really think I'm going to vomit now. Crisco all day.
Crisco. Here's the thing. I don't. Mrs. O'Mara kind of when she was giving me my pep talk during my election depression. Indicated that it was time for me to get on the pony as far as not pony boy, but get on the stick as far as really getting out and doing stuff. And so, I'm
You're
I'm
gonna
taking that
get up. You're gonna forget about this election, and you're
right.
gonna get out there and move.
I'm going to take it to heart. I'm
Wipe
gonna take
off
it to
the
heart.
frown and cheer up.
Yep.
Put on a
I'm just
happy
looking
face.
at you, darling. Come on in for a minute. No, you don't want to come in?
No,
Oh, come on.
she doesn't let me.
Do you
want to
vortex
talk about
your
that?
vortex.
Do you want to talk about that? Please, God, if you, Carla, if you wanted to talk about that, you would be my hero.
Yes.
Oh, she's a trooper.
She coming
Oh
in?
yay!
This might be a while. Let's see what time are we? Oh, okay. Lean in.
The
for a
queen
second.
herself.
Do you want to talk? You can't.
Hi,
you can't-
Carla. Woo! We should get you a
wanna
splitter
say-
for your headphones, Mike, so we could do this. We do this all
I
the
used
time.
to have a splitter for the.
Oh, might be a drink mixer these days.
All right. Can you hear the guys?
Splitter got chafed.
Hi.
Hi, Carla. You
Hey,
look
Carla.
beautiful
You're
as
gorgeous.
usual.
Thank you. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Thank you for getting Mike out of bed and getting him to work.
That's right.
Yes.
You are sort of
out of
his
bed. I was
his own
impressed.
Memphis Mafia, holding his tongue down.
I was just impressed about doing the show at all and whether I was going to do it or not. But she gave me the pep talk, and the pep talk part of that, I'm talking about my chafing. I haven't even talked to you about that. Do
You mentioned it.
Do you know that I put Michael's Decidin down there
When did you find
Half the
that?
tube is gone.
yesterday afternoon?
Oh, okay. So this has been a secret.
You're gonna
it's
have
a
to re-up.
Yeah.
I have to reapply today probably.
I can help you with that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay. You can go. Thank you very much. Love you.
Bonus show material.
Do you, now you, I wasn't going to say anything, but you want to bring it up?
Bad place.
You want to do it tomorrow? Come here. Come on. You brought
that's
it
the
up.
radio.
Come on.
tease.
So
Yes.
take a look at Carla and look at her closely.
Yes.
Yes.
See her eyebrows.
Oh, she's
They
perpetually
look great.
surprised.
They look great. What's wrong with their
No,
eyebrows?
if you saw them in person, they're not great. I look like Joan Crawford.
Oh,
No, they're bad.
Rob,
What happened? Did you
please,
get them
if you have-
colored?
do you have anything? Do you have anything?
Oscar, I
Yes.
got them tattooed on.
no.
I did.
Permanently, or
They look great. I mean, from here they look great.
They last for about a year to 3 years.
Yes.
But it's this new thing. It's like called microblading.
Okay.
I guess doing in my closet.
And right now, Michael, the other day, I was changing his diaper, and he looked up at me, and he has this weird look on his face. And I said, "What, Michael?" He goes, "Mommy, you look like a werewolf."
Oh my God.
Why did you tell her I got expelled? Because you did get expelled.
Okay, that's enough of that. The
You
thing
look
is,
great, Carl. We
last
can't tell
night
from
at
here.
dinner, we went out to our sushi joint, and I brought up that picture of Joan Crawford, where she's kind of looking. There's the look, Rob, where she's looking quizzically at the
yeah,
camera.
I know exactly the one you mean. The one that was used for like a lot of the press. But you know what? I know Carla. It's
That's
probably
a bad beat.
It's probably very severe when she looks at it, and I think we'll all get used to it. And
It's supposed to
congratulations.
lighten, but it did
We
not
can't
lighten.
tell.
It got darker before it got lighter. And last night at dinner, and believe me, emotions were running high all
Sure,
day yesterday.
all over the
anyway.
country.
So when I looked at her at dinner and I just started laughing, and she said, "What?" And Carla's very intuitive, so she said, "What? Is it the eyebrows?" So I was in my phone getting the image of Joan Crawford to put on the phone, and then Carla had to laugh herself.
Yeah.
And I said, "Really, just embrace. They're gonna get lighter. Embrace
Sure.
the comedy of this
Yeah, we've
particular
all gotten
moment."
makeup tattoo, and it goes away.
And if I make fun of her eyebrows, she can make fun of my chafing balls. That's the way
And
that
you know
can
what,
work.
Mike?
you know?
Finally, something you can make fun of her about.
Yeah.
Yes,
Finally
amen.
something.
Amen.
And she's going to be the
Amen.
best host of You Bet Your Life ever.
Yeah, she's going to be fantastic. She is going to be fantastic.
guys are a bunch
and you
of
know what?
jerks.
Hey, the good thing about her that unofficially right now, I haven't announced it yet, but they're thinking about it. She's going to be actually the campaign manager for the Nikki Diamond for President campaign. We can start the show now.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
I was with my wife for 8 years before I asked her to marry me. I lived with her for 5. Now, when you've been with somebody 8 years before you ask them to marry you, it takes a little momentum out of the engagement. You know what I mean? Here's how I think I proposed. I just got down on one knee and I said, "So, you want to break up or?" And I really thought, this is stupid, I really thought a couple things. When I got engaged, there are 2 things that happen when you get engaged. You get all excited to give her the ring, and, it's real emotional, and you give it to her, and she cries, and a second later, you're like, damn, I could have had a car, But you got to let that go. But I really thought that when I got engaged, I thought that when I put that ring on her finger, that it would buy me a little time. This is not true. As soon as the ring goes on, it's like a switch. Rooms are being rented, bakers are called, there are musicians involved, and it's out of your hands, man. You might as well be on a dock waving goodbye to a boat. See ya! Yeah, I'll get the tux. I'll see you at the place. And if you think you're going to have the wedding you want to have, and your family's involved, forget it. We thought we were going to get married on a mountain at sunset in Arizona. Her mother put the kibosh on that plan with one sentence. Esther can't make it up the hill. There's always an Esther, and she's not going up the hill.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. We are live from the Pfeiffer Studios in Washington, D.C. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are on the air. The show is a national podcast and radio show with an incredibly loyal following around the world. TMOS listeners get it, and if you're here, so do you. You can reach us at 888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-6673 or MikeO'MaraShow.com. Online, on air, on now. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. Today brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Really, as we get into the official holiday season, the holidays are fast approaching. And if you really want to send the perfect gift, I have done this before, and I've gotten the gift for myself as well. Omaha Steaks. Now, for only $49.99, you get the family gift back. This will be an automatic home run if you send this to somebody in your family or friends for the holidays. Just go to omahasteaks.com, enter our code TMOS in the search bar, and you're going to get 77% off. And then you're going to give something to somebody you love that will be able to enjoy it throughout the entire holiday season. They've got unique gifts for gourmet food lovers, all the best steaks, flavorful, tender-aged beef, seafood, poultry, pork, veal, lamb. They have everything. A perfect gift. Right now, Omaha Steaks is giving exclusive savings to our listeners. Listen to what you get. I'll go through it again. This is under $50, and you get to send this to people, and they're going to love it. 2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 4 kielbasa sausages, plus 4 burgers, 12-ounce package of all beef meatballs. The meatballs are absolutely incredible. 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets, an Omaha Steak seasoning packet, plus 4 additional kielbasas, kielbasis, as they like to say. Get this limited time package for only $49.99 when you go to omahasteaks.com and type in that TMOS. And we really want to sell a lot of these for our friends at Omaha Steaks.
Yeah.
They're a brand new sponsor, and so far, they love us. Type it in the search bar and add it to your cart. Only $49.99. omahasteaks.com. Enter TMOS in the search bar. 77% off this amazing assortment. The gift that guarantees to be a hit. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. And I guess it's time. We have so much to do today because it is Thursday. So I could sit here for the next entire show and bitch, but I'm not going to, because it's time for something about you and not about me, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's the mailbag. You got it. Thank you. It's all about you.
All about you.
Eyebrow.
It's all about
You dick.
You. I'm sorry. Slip of the tongue.
It's all about you.
You.
It's all about you.
It is all about you.
She looks wide awake.
She does. Very alert.
She looks surprised. Happy birthday to Joanna Gunn. Wow, that sounds like a celebrity. She is celebrating today, probably with a trip to the bad place. Oh, she loves the bells and whistles at her local Indian bad place. That, of course, is a casino that is not down there.
Yeah.
No. Is your bad place an Indian
Feather,
bad place?
Yes,
It is? Okay.
The
Very
Seminole
good.
Casino. Yeah, and haven't been in a long time. Sure want. Almost went yesterday.
Yeah.
Almost went yesterday.
Well,
all day. Almost didn't do a show.
I remember
yesterday,
that
just
Tuesday
self-hypnosis.
we all gambled big and lost, so.
Yes, for sure. Happy birthday 1 week late to Eric Nace. We would have said it last week, but his sea wife did not submit the greeting. I guess some tasks require a man. That's perfectly acceptable now. By the way, we don't. We no longer need to hit the misogyny
Let's
alarm.
double down on that.
4 years, we don't have to do that. Okay, so 4 years. You know, his pretty little lady, the little missus, sent along the birthday greeting for Eric Nace, and I can say that because it's Trump world.
Who
now,
let her
right?
use the computer?
She was a little too busy cooking dinner
I agree with Oscar
to
and
put
Rob.
that email together.
Should be in the kitchen making him a nice steak. Yeah, not playing with those pretty little fingers on the place where they have all like the stocks and the money and stuff.
Oh my goodness, 4:45 in the afternoon, time to straighten up.
Oh, speaking of stocks, can I speak to myself for just a second?
Yes.
Hey, Mike. Yes, Mike? Good move, pulling out of the market, douche. Thank you. All right, very good.
Better safe
happy
than
birthday.
sorry, Mike.
Yes, that's true. Happy birthday to Jason Brendel. The buy orders come in today, though.
Yeah, bye.
So I really didn't get screwed.
Ah!
Happy birthday to Jason Brendel. He's a big fan of a certain type of round candy with a hole in the middle. We were drunky drunk when we did that at the meet and greet.
Yeah, I even forgot we did that. We did it a lot, didn't we?
Somebody actually brought me up No, we only did it once. Somebody brought me a lifesaver.
No, it was Carrie who went to the hockey game. I was present.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it in honor of the president-elect. Let's do it like Donald Trump.
Okay,
great, perfect.
All right, so I think we need a candy. We need a candy that's going to make America great again, Rob.
How about the best candy out there?
An amazing candy. Believe me. Let me tell you, a fabulous candy. We're going to bring everybody together now with this candy.
A strong candy, the best candy ever, and one with a perfect hole, made by Americans.
A dynamic candy. The other candies are disasters. They're disasters. This candy will win. You're going to get tired of winning. He was right. He was right. Oh, what type of candy?
I would say probably a round candy.
You mean a lifesaver?
Yes, but what flavor?
Winter green.
Peppermint.
And
Traditional 5 flavor.
The All-Americans present Scott Shannon with more hit music.
WMAK. Nashville.
Trump in the morning.
Thank you. A bit of double dipping for Amy Hansen. Amy Hansen, your neighbor, Pony? Is that who we're talking about?
No, that's Heather.
Oh, Heather.
Oh, don't mess that
Yes,
up.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Happy birthday and happy second wedding anniversary. She loves our show, and her husband, Eric, loves her. Oh, that's great. That's terrific. Belated happy 49th birthday to Tim Fontaine. That sounds like a Catskills comic. Tim Fontaine!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Miami audiences are great. Let's welcome Tim Fontaine.
Tim Fontaine, born in Pittsburgh, moved to Northern Virginia in 1992, and a Mike O'Mara listener for 24 years. Attaboy, Tim.
Nice.
That is wonderful. Now let's move on. Hello, guys. I'm continuing my douchebag 30s behavior way too far into my 45th birthday yesterday by asking Oscar to give me a big birthday boo. Mahalo, Rob Peacock. Rob wants an Oscar boo.
Boo.
That sounds like I had an appearance this week, boo.
Happy birthday.
You know, Oscar's probably more disabled than any of us this week because Oscar's had the meet and greet for our show, then election night where he did his little thing.
Right.
And so he's probably dragging
lifestyle's catching up with me.
Hey, can I ask you a question
I'm going to
about what I
Florida
saw
this weekend, though, Mike. Florida.
You're what?
I'm going to Orlando tomorrow.
You're going to Orlando
Yes.
tomorrow? What, are you going to
It's
weekend
Luca's
at Disney?
10th birthday, and I have to go.
He has to go.
Oh, no. Okay. You're a good son. You're a good brother.
I said, if there's
You're
a
good
cash
brother.
flow situation, Tatiana, she goes, no worries, we got you.
You know what? Are you taking the lady with you? You taking your good lady with?
No,
Oh, you're going solo.
I'm going solo. I don't want to. She's had a week as well, and I love my
dear.
family. But
Okay.
Mike, it's his 10th birthday. Somebody's
Hey,
got
the
to
national anthem. The national anthem I saw online, was that pre or post election?
That was pre-election. Like this
It was
was
pre-
that was
that
like
was
at 10 o'clock.
before- that was
at 10
not-
o'clock. We didn't even see the results.
Okay, all right. That makes I had to ask because it would make me feel bad if it was post and good if it was pre.
We hadn't
So
even
that's all
we
right.
didn't even know what was going on in the election. Though it just spurred on. We sang the national anthem at the end of our show.
Make sure you sing the national anthem in Orlando as well.
Dear Mike, Rob, and Oscar, I would like to wish a boss birthday to my brother-in-law, Romy Misla. Is that am I pronouncing
Rami,
it?
it's Rami. Rami Misla.
Rami Misla?
Yep.
Rami Misla.
Hey, Rami.
Rami. Sounds like a no-fly list guy.
Welcome to the Diamond District. We'd like you to go down and see Rami Misla. Rami Misla is an expert on the clarity, the cut, and the color, and she will be able to walk you through a diamond. It just sounds like...
What Rami said is, I think I have an idea what diamond you're looking for. Let me open this on.
Rami and Michelle's wedding.
How important is clarity to you?
You look more like
anyway,
a size guy.
You look like, okay, you can get a bigger stone with a less quality stone. I was originally going to request a spin of it. That was a little politically incorrect.
Oh, but it's okay now.
Some might say it's fine now.
It's absolutely
Mike,
fine.
Anything
fine.
goes.
I was originally going to request a spin on the roulette wheel for one of his favorite impressions, perhaps John Reagan's. That's somebody who knows me.
Yeah.
Uncle Cartoon. You don't know me if you think that's one of my favorites. However, this Saturday night while I was stuck at a Licorice Hat concert with my wife in North Carolina, my phone kept buzzing as I received text after text after text and photo after photo of him hanging out with the TMOS gang at the live show and after party. As a result, I would like to change my birthday request for him to the tape of the king of all licorice hats, Trace Adkins, and his timeless tribute to America's pastime. Thanks for the endless hours of entertainment, guys. James Borden, Esquire.
Now, do we have to spin for this?
No, we do not.
Just
I think
play.
we can go right to the tape of Trace Adkins.
Me out to the ball game.
There we go. Do we play the whole thing or just that?
I think just a taste of the first verse might be nice. He's got such a nice voice, Trace Adkins. He should do an album.
It's the bottom of the ninth. Time to throw a pitch.
Batter swing, batter swing, batter swing.
Rob, you ought to do an edit of that so we can get to it without that ridiculous country intro.
I'll have it ready for the next season.
Next season.
You know,
Next
actually,
baseball season.
just a swing, batter, swing would be fun for baseball season.
Yeah.
Nice
Swing,
swing.
batter, swing.
Boy, an album of his doing lullabies, way overdue.
Like, doesn't he endorse sausages as well?
I think he endorsed. I think he was.
He had three kinds of sausage.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think he was for. He's Trump world.
I
though,
think he's
I'm pretty
got.
sure.
What? I don't. No. Really?
Surprise. Yeah. Okay. Does he really have sausages?
He's got
Does
three.
He really?
He's got his own Trace Adkins sausage.
We covered it. I believe
Literally.
it dates back. It dates back to when we were in the living room. But I remember 3 or 4 different kinds that he had. Yeah.
Hey, when I was quoting that sausage guy yesterday,
Yeah.
that bitched about the Jimmy D. Is that proprietary O&A stuff? Am I kind of ripping them off?
No,
by
we've
playing
played that.
They
It's
did-
been around.
We played it. All disc jockeys played it.
Sure,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
all
I'd
good.
love to hear that again sometime.
Oh,
where
he
the
does
fat man
have-
calls Jimmy Dean.
Trace Adkins Hightower sausage.
Trace Atkins High Tower sausage.
And they've been around for 40 years.
40 years and counting.
Wow.
I'm Trace Atkins. Yes, sir. I hope you enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can find that. No, we don't have time. Anyway, hello, fellas. As I near the midpoint of my plummeting metabolism 30s, I am still trying to get my wife to get it.
I'm so sorry, Mike. They've run out of sausage.
Oh.
We
They don't
currently
have it
have no
anymore?
products available in this category.
This is the worst week ever.
To date, I am failing. I guess to get his wife to get it.
Yeah, to get it.
She gets irritated that I can't say the word face like a normal person. That's funny. And does not understand why I utter odd statements in unfamiliar voices, such as, but you are in that chair. Carla said it to me. Carla said it to me yesterday. That went after I mentioned the eyebrows. Since I am still riding solo on the TMOS Green Line of Comedy, I am submitting my own birthday request. My birthday is on Veterans Day, which as a kid I hated because I had to wait an extra day for birthday cards. But now, as an adult, I am humbled and honored to share a day with the finest human beings our country has to offer. It would make my day if Mike could talk up my favorite song, Working My Way Back to You by the Spinners, and remind everyone to take a moment to thank our servicemen and women this Friday for all that they do for us. Thanks, boys. Keep up the great work. The show is better than ever. That is Ryan in Baltimore. So what did Ryan request?
He wanted the talk up the Spinners.
The Spinners.
Okay, hold on a second. I've got something that's in the way here. There we go. I got it out of the way. There you go.
Spinners.
Fantastic. Spinners you want, spinners you will get, ladies and gentlemen.
1580 KLOU.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hit the wrong button. Let me try it again. I didn't like the way that sounded. Was that loud enough, by the way?
That was loud,
it was
yes.
good.
All right, here we go. Okay.
1580 KLOU.
Hey, everybody, want to send a big greeting out to the veterans of America. You are the people on the front lines that keep us free, and that is fantastic. I, for each and every one of you, pray, wish, hope with all of my being that a manic despot will not send you to fight in a foreign war that we don't belong in. Thank you. Had to say it. Sorry.
Speaking of war, Mike, my friend Thomas Booth.
Are you having a war with your lungs?
My throat. My friend Thomas Booth says, thank you for having him on. He is an instant TMOS celebrity, and if you'd like on the TMOS fan club, there's a link for his episode.
Oh, that was Goose.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty
That's
cool.
wonderful. I
Pretty
would
cool.
love to do that,
And
Mr.
landing on a
Booth.
carrier is it's filled with anxiety, and I would never wish it on anyone.
Wow.
I will tell you, feedback for that show was overwhelming for me about how many people
Loved
did
it.
that. That tells me something. You know, even after all these years, you learn listening to somebody who most guys out there, and I use guys really because when you're a little kid, you think about being a jet pilot. People were fascinated with that, and that would fall into all the other jobs, like get great cop stories. I've always wanted to get Jerky and to do some of his cop stories, but unfortunately, it might go to the dark side a little too quickly. But anyway, you can.
You mean about the time you got off the elevator?
Look for more of that in the future. I think
Yes.
that'll be fantastic. Hello, Mike, Rob, and Oscar. Randy and I wanted to thank all of you for a wonderful Saturday. All of you are wonderful people, so it's awesome to say that we finally got to meet you in person. Randy has been wanting to meet you for about 23 years or so. I'm so happy that you unknowingly assisted me in granting his birthday wish. The staff at the Improv was wonderful. I agree with that.
Yes.
Give them a little ding right there. With helping us get into and out of the show. And Haley from the Manhattan is such a sweetheart. She was so kind to find each of you and asking you to come to our table so we could meet you. She didn't have to do that for us. We were going to do to just be patient and wait our turn for you to make the rounds. This is the couple that the blind couple that was sitting in the booth, and they were wonderful people. Haley even walked us back to our hotel. She didn't have to do that for us. Haley, if you're listening to this, will somebody get this to her, please, and make sure she gets a copy? Absolutely. I've done about 1 million of these things, and I will tell you something. Your level of professionalism, your level of kindness to our listeners is absolutely unprecedented in the entire time I've been doing this. Never had a person that worked for the venue, and I'm talking about the Mad Hatter, that was so incredibly helpful to me. And when it came to interacting with our listeners, she's fantastic. And I will do another event there because that's
anytime.
That's the way we were treated. And by the way, the Mad Hatter having all of us back for our day drinking marathon and then transforming that entire place into a nightclub, the staff, the bartenders, the quality of food, all of it. If you get to D.C., go into the Mad Hatter. I'm giving them another plug.
Boom, bam.
That's how cool they were. So she was wonderful. If everyone in this world were as kind as all of you were this weekend, this world would be a much better place to live in, wouldn't it? No. We had such a wonderful time. Just I'm going to be honest.
Wrong
Rob,
day to read that letter.
I'm sorry. I got to say it. We had such a wonderful time. We won't ever forget it. We can't wait for New Orleans. We look forward to seeing you guys in New Orleans. We hope that all of you and your families take care of yourselves and have a wonderful holiday season. Wonderful letter, but I'm sorry. No, I will not. But that's okay. It's okay that I will not.
Other people might. It's
other people might.
Yes, they might.
Yeah.
They might.
Until next time, Brenda and Randy Horowitz, your number one blind listeners.
Yay!
And they put that in the letter. So that is fantastic.
Let's get some more blind people listening.
That's right.
We have a lot of blind people listening. We want more of them.
And then we'll focus on the deaf.
The unsighted.
Yep, absolutely. Hi, fellas. I work the graveyard shift at a group home for mentally disabled men. Each morning while I prepare breakfast, I play the previous day's Mike O'Mara show on my tablet. One of the men, Dallin, will hear Oscar laughing and ask, "What's so funny?" I usually tell him whatever is going on the show that made Oscar laugh, such as, Oscar is busting Rob's chops about Fallout Boy, or Mike had another run-in with Nurse Ratchet. Usually he just takes this in without comment, but sometimes he breaks out into fake laughing.
Yes.
Like Oscar.
Polite laughing. It's polite laughing.
Since both Dallin and I have November birthdays, I would appreciate it if you could give us both a shout-out by repeating some of his own endearing catchphrases, such as, "Sun come up," "I got an idea, let's do it," and "Meatball sandwich for Dallin." Thanks, guys. Love the show. Jeff Lasser, and that's wonderful. And Dallin, you behave yourself and keep laughing. Moving right along. Hello, Mike, Rob, Oscar, Pony, and the Menagerie of Interns. For years, I have dreamed of receiving a birthday greeting on the Mike O'Mara show, but I can be an introvert, so no one knows or cares what I want. Do you feel that way, Mac? Just out of curiosity, do you feel that no one knows or cares what you want? Just asking, since you're an introvert.
I feel that people care.
Very good. Thank you. That's very nice.
Well, that'll
the
clear
letter
up.
goes on. I thought about what I would like to request if I were to get a birthday greeting, but realized that all I really want is to say a great big thank you. So I don't need someone to write in for me after all. I can say thank you all by myself.
Selfless.
I've been listening to you since. Yes, I agree. Thank you. That made me laugh for some reason.
You know why? Because you care what Mac wants.
I know. I've been listening to you since the WJFK days. You have moved to Colorado with me, trained to run half marathons with me. Been there when I had babies and stayed up with me and my girls as I tried to get them to eat and sleep. You've been with me through postpartum depression and a divorce from a cheating husband, and eventually my move across the country with a 1-year-old and 3-year-old to lower, slower Delaware.
Wow.
TMOS was often the only thing that made me laugh on my darkest days. Wow, what a nice letter. So for my 40th birthday this Sunday, I am asking for the opportunity to give my heart-filled thank you to each of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and keep bringing the funny. Much love, Lee Clausen. P.S. Pony, stop smoking.
Yeah,
there
Pony.
You go. That's the nicest letter we've got
Sweet
today.
letter.
That's for you,
Sweet
Pony.
letter.
Come on. Hey, come on. And now we move to our... Is this our final letter?
This is our
Rob
final
Stewart?
letter, Mike, and this might be my favorite letter of calendar year 2016.
Dear Mr. O'Mara +2, Thank you for bringing the funny. I recently purchased your bonus show package, and I loved it. Years ago, I heard the story of how Don Geronimo discovered Mike O'Mara when Mike was a hobo doing impressions for spare change. Being gullible and stupid, I believed this story, but in a way, my stupidity turned out to be a blessing because I was also homeless that year. I spent all of my 2002 pacing outside the Eleanor Kennedy Homeless Shelter with a Walkman turned to 106.7. The idea that Mike was able to make something of himself while living on the streets was a great inspiration.
Look at that. Man.
The show's lie. I really wouldn't call it a lie. I call it a bit. The show's lie and my naivete saved the day and likely my life. Thank you, Mike.
Hey, Mike, according to lore, do you remember what impression it was when you were discovered?
No, I do not remember.
It was Sammy Davis Jr.
Hi, everybody. Out of these, could I have a lozenge, please?
I'm typing this on my iPhone in the 2-bedroom apartment that I share with my wife and my dog. I can send the Walkman to Ponyboy if he needs it. Please also keep an eye on your mailbox for my picture of a smiling Rob Spiewak hand-drawn in crayon.
Oh.
Unfortunately, giant Nazi elves art was never my strong point, but I hope you will appreciate it. Your permanent beach towel fanboy, Brad Abood. Well, why were you homeless if you were, related to Joseph? I'm surprised. He makes all those great jackets. I'm surprised at that.
Great jackets.
Anyway, that's it. We will continue with more. Thank you for the wonderful letters, and thank you for the amazing support. Good day for TMOS. Good day for the country. I don't know. You make that own call. 50-50.
Mike, we're patriots.
Yeah,
we're patriots.
True patriots.
Yeah. We'll take a break. Come right back.
Look what the guys on the team gave me.
Is that a subscription to the TMOS bonus show?
Well, let's try it. It's good stuff, and it's strong.
Did you guys know that it's even easier to download from the TMOS app? And it's another fine show from the boys at the Mike O'Mara Show.
I'm sure you'll accept no other.
For just pennies a show, you get guaranteed laughs.
A safe bet anytime.
The Mike O'Mara bonus show. Subscribe today.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Holiday time is busy time, but you can create a personal, customized holiday card without spending much time or money at Vistaprint.com. I did it myself. It's fantastic. I haven't done it yet. I'm not going to lie to you. I have not done it. Was supposed to do it.
You did it last year, though, is what I'm saying.
Last year I did it. I do it every year. I've done it like 5 years in a row. It was fun. It was easy. I love making a holiday card at Vistaprint. It's easy to personalize with my own message and photos, and I can even upload pictures from Facebook. It's a holiday card that friends and relatives will love to receive, and it's a great value right now at 50% off. That's 50 holiday cards for as low as $21.99. Just use our code TMOS50. They threw a 50 on there. Don't be confused. It's TMOS50.
Got to do it.
Do that at checkout. That's for the 50% off from Vistaprint. And they're more than just holiday cards. They got calendars, mugs, canvas prints, so much more. Gifts for everyone. So this year, skip the hassle, skip the generic. This is the most hassle-free way to develop a holiday card, and please do it. I know you're going to love that. Go to Vistaprint, get 50% off. Visit Vistaprint.com, create your custom holiday card, enter the code TMOS50 at checkout, and again, that's TMOS50, and your savings are applied automatically. It's that easy. Go to Vistaprint.com and get your holiday shopping done today. Yes, it is the season. 'Tis the season.
Mike,
yes,
I was
Oscar
thinking for the
Santana.
show, budget, if it works out, we could send out a holiday card for the show.
Yeah.
Does that work for you?
I think
and
that
I have
would be
I have a
wonderful.
few different pictures. I love
We
this.
could have it delivered by that ambulance going
Yes,
by.
Mike, EMS on the way. But I was picking out a few pictures. We can go through Vistaprint.
Yeah.
And one of them is the one that you had posted, Rob and Mike had posted, the one of us.
Our cover photos.
Yes. Could you explain that cover photo to everyone and the genius of it?
Yeah, actually, it was taken by a listener named Chris Pontani, and I didn't realize it when I swiped it, and he actually sent me a note that he said, I'm honored that you chose it. It's the three of us seated at a table, Mike, Oscar, and myself, and we all have different cocktails.
I've got a Moscow Mule.
And it's so clearly different cocktails because you're drinking from a copper mug, a Moscow Mule. Oscar has a Jack and Coke. I've got an old fashioned, and we are in absolute hysterics. It's a great capture of a great moment. I think it might have been when we were doing Nameberry.
We don't sit at a table like we did in Reno. We don't sit
I was sitting on your lap, Mike.
You were.
But the thing is,
just
in
like
Reno,
Sammy was.
In Reno, we did the live show and then sat at a table, the three of us, and did like 2.5 hours of meet and greet. The thing about it is that was not the case at the Mad Hatter. We were scattered to the wind at the Mad Hatter. That was one of the rare times that the three of us were all in the same space together, and somebody wanted some photos with all of us, and we had a little queue line where people rolled in, and I don't know what was going on.
Mike,
I don't know, but it is very reminiscent of a classic Rat Pack
multiple photos.
If you if you scroll down under my picture, you can see a picture, and there's a lot of similarities. And Oscar is Sammy.
As I was picking out photos, I got that, by the way.
Just by your expression.
I found another photo, and I just sent it to all of you. So hopefully we can include this one because I think it just looks great, and you can't go wrong with just having a plethora of pictures on a holiday card.
Sure.
But really, it's up to you guys. And what I also loved is that our family came out and they hung out with us.
Some of them did.
Some of them didn't leave. And
Grandpa Bob stayed a long time.
Yes.
All I can tell you is that photograph with all the different drinks was taken after I'd made the switcheroo. After I had switched to the mule.
Oh, you had, and there was a couple switches before that, I think.
Nope, just
was
one.
Had it been all Irish whiskey up until
all
then?
All brown liquor prior to that.
And Mike, you didn't turn. We weren't there for the turn.
I turned one listener who had been following us.
Stalking?
And followed Jimmy and myself.
He was nice.
I turned a little bit.
A little bit.
Wait, but you didn't
just
turn
kind of
in
said
the...
I wanted to hang with Jimmy.
Yeah, but you didn't turn in the venue. You didn't turn at the after party. You didn't turn...
No.
At any time, you were so happy. You were so happy.
Great vibe.
I have turned now, damn it. That's the way I look at it.
No, I don't think, Mike, I think, again, America is going to be just fine in the long run. We just keep working hard. What I think your anxiety should be about is this photo I sent to you.
I haven't gotten it.
I haven't either.
You haven't got, I heard,
No, you haven't.
Damn it.
And Mike, you should also have a little anxiety because we need to call Nikki Diamond.
Oh my God! Is he scheduled right now?
He is. Can we call him now?
Let's call him
Is that cool?
first. Let's call him
Cue
first.
his music. Let's call Nikki Diamond. Get him on the show. Nikki Diamond, who was nice enough to drive out to our venue, drive all the way across country on the bus, and come to our venue.
53 hours on a bus.
53 hours on a bus. We are very.
Someone had a light him up T-shirt for Nikki Diamond.
Yes,
if you recall.
With all the busyness of the weekend, I didn't get a chance to even play fantasy football last weekend, so I missed it. I didn't get a chance.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Pahrump, Nevada, the one, the only. Here he is, Nikki Diamond. Nikki, how are you today?
Oh man, just got back. A bus ride. Took a lot out of me, guys. But hey, it was worth it coming down to your event. Good times, good people.
That's great.
I would look out for that your president guy, the McEnroe character. What's his name?
McEnroe.
What is it? Buster Douglas McEnroe.
It's SDM.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay,
Stephen
yeah.
Douglas McIntyre. That's the president of the fan club.
Strange fellow. You announced your new show in New Orleans. 8 seconds later, the man had 40 tickets. Very bizarre. Very bizarre.
He's very passionate about what he does, and he likes to. I think he likes to promote things, and so that's how
stalkers are passionate people too. It's just weird.
very
almost by definition.
Nikki, we're still getting bits and pieces, some feedback from our live show at the Improv, sold out show, and then our after party. Personally, I thought that you came up guns a-blazing. There were 2 women that you might have assaulted on the way up to the stage. For those of you not in the Improv,
you were passionate. Nikki, had you been drinking that day at all, or I've never seen you that energetic. Well, I've only heard you on the phone. That was the first time I got a chance to meet you. You were energetic. You brought a lot of enthusiasm, and I'll give you credit, Nikki. I know that I probably didn't react the way a lot of people expected me to, but then after the fact, I think I even said to Oscar, I said, you know what? Say what you will about Nikki Diamond. After a 52-hour bus ride, to have that kind of energy on stage was pretty impressive.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Yes, I had been drinking. I mean, I drank on the bus, so that's,
He drank on the bus.
Anything noteworthy happen on the bus ride back to Nevada? That's a long time to be sitting on a. Is it Trailways or is it Greyhound?
Greyhound.
And is drinking on the bus, is that okay?
Do I date myself with Trailways? Is that
Mike, he took the Super Chief.
Super Chief.
Well,
what bus line do you travel on, Nikki? I'm curious about that.
What's that?
What bus line do you travel on?
It was a Greyhound. It was a Greyhound knockoff. It's the Spirit Airways of buses. I don't want to give them a plug. They're horrible people.
That's fine. They're horrible people.
Wow.
Sorry.
But I had a good time. Hey, I don't want to kiss and tell, but I enjoyed my time with that Merle Rogers lady.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I got a nickname for Merle. It rhymes with Buck Rogers, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Buck Rogers.
Wow. That's I had no idea that you really got a chance to meet some of the listeners, Nikki. That sounds
I met her all
spectacular.
right. I met her.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, calm
She
down,
got
please.
my vote there, baby.
Nikki, quick sidebar before we get to our picks. The Light 'em Up T-shirt. Did you ever think you would have fans of just you?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I thought I would have taken over the network by now. I thought there'd be more, but thank you. You're a brave man. There's going to be many more of you. I hope in New Orleans, when I am there featured more prominently, it will be an entire sea of
Well,
light.
let's not count our chickens, Nikki, but I just wanted to ask you another question. I've heard that the bus line that you did travel kind of has odd hours, departing and arriving. What time did your bus leave the station in D.C.?
I left, actually, Monday at 6 a.m. I was a little bit of still drunk. And then I arrived last night. I was on the bus for the election. I have to say, though, the election, very, very exciting.
Yeah.
I hit my 3-state parlay. I hit the Florida, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, 40-1. My bank account is great again, baby.
That's great, Nikki. I didn't know. I forgot you handicap everything. You do get a chance to handicap it. Yeah, Rob's got a question.
With a 6 a.m. departure on Monday, how did you spend Sunday in our nation's capital? What was on your to-do list? I'm curious.
Merle Rogers?
Well, I what was that? What was somebody trying to be funny in my segment?
That's Oscar. Don't interrupt Oscar.
No, I tried to visit the president, and apparently they don't allow you just to walk in. So I saw the monuments and the air and space, that IMAX thing. I'm telling you.
To fly,
that thing. It's a wild ride.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I with the election and the live show over the weekend, I'll be honest with you, Nikki, I've been totally away from football. You guys have to cover this because I don't even have a player.
I do have a question for him this week. I want to know, is this a good week to save money on running back? Should I go with Melvin Gordon of the Chargers or Mark Ingram of the Saints?
Okay, 1 second. I got to read this.
What's he got?
This segment brought to you by Pawn World.
Hey, Nikki. Hold on, Nikki.
Downtown
Nikki, we discuss sponsorships, Nikki.
Pawn World.
Nikki, we discuss sponsorships. Nikki, I told you we couldn't do that right now. Now, listen, I understand you were very clear about your needs and the fact that you needed money. We cannot have going off and getting your own sponsor.
Can't get off message. We don't do Pawn World.
Nikki, we don't do Pawn World. Is not something that I'm going to sign up and endorse on the show right now. We will have to discuss that afterwards. Okay? Can you please tell me?
North Virginia Street.
Nikki, stop it! God damn it, Nikki. I can't have you doing that, brother. I really can't. I'm sure you like Pawn World, and I'm sure you've been there a few times, but I can't do that even after a 53-hour bus ride, for God's sake. Oscar, you have another football question?
You should complain to Pawn World.
Hey, don't say it again. Don't do it again, please.
Aaron Rodgers, the Tennessee Titans. He's been averaging over 27 points a game. I messed up last week. What are we doing this week? Yeah. What do you think?
And please do it without mentioning the pawn shop, please.
Yeah, please.
Okay. No, I won't mention the place world. Look, Aaron Rodgers he's not having the best of years, but the Tennessee, they don't have a defense. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's going to have a good game. He's not the elite fantasy quarterback they used to be, but he's still pretty good there, Bermuda boy.
Appreciate it.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Let's get our Nikki Diamond pick of the week.
Pick of the week. Diamond pick of the week.
Diamond pick of the week, Nikki.
I'm going out on a limb here. I think that they're going to be so fired up in D.C. They're tired of fighting and bickering with one another. The fans are going to come together and root for the only thing they truly agree on, and that's the Redskins. The Vikings are coming to town. No O-line, no running ability, no passing ability. The Redskins defense, not that great. But for this week alone, the Redskins defense is going to dominate the Vikings. They're gonna line them up. Favorite pick of the week. Pawn World.
All right, Pawn World, I want to hear Pawn World again. Thank you, Nikki Diamond. Thank you. That's
Like a
Nikki Diamond,
child.
everybody.
Mike, he's
That's
like a child.
I know, he's like a child. You can't tell me. He just doesn't listen. I tell you, it drives me nuts. I can't help it. The guy's popular. Got to keep him on the show. I mean, he drives me nuts. Give me an ulcer. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more fun and more thrills right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Jeez.
It's Tony and Gary.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tony Perkins.
I'm Gary Stein.
On this week's episode of the show entitled Fleshy Inner Cheeks, I try to get Gary to sue his wife.
Why would you do that?
Also, Gary insults Rob Ford.
That's easy.
And Rob Ford strikes back at me. What the hell? Check it out, TonyPerkinsShow.com. Subscribe on iTunes, leave a 5-star review, and download the Tony Perkins Show app.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Harry's. I love my Harry's. The shave is so smooth, the closeness, the comfortable glide, and so much cheaper than Big Razor. You know that. Unlike Big Razor, Harry's doesn't upcharge. Harry's just made a bunch of improvements to their razors, and they're keeping their prices exactly the same. Harry's 5-blade razor now has a softer flex hinge for a more comfortable glide, a trimmer blade for hard-to-reach places, a textured handle for better control when it's wet. Ooh. And a lubricating strip. Yes, the blades are still $2 each. That's right, $2 each. Roll into a drugstore and see if you can find that, huh? Your money back if you don't love your shave. Harry's is so confident in the quality of their blades, they'll send you their popular free trial set that comes with a razor 5-blade cartridge and shaving gel free when you sign up for a shave plan. Just pay shipping. Plus, there's a special offer for fans of our show. Enter the code TMOS at checkout and get a post-shave balm. Or bomb, as some people like to added to it. You just can't say it in an airport. You'll get that added to your order absolutely free. Yeah. I mean, I think if you roll in there and you look at the TSA guy and say, "Where's my shave bomb?" You might have some problems.
You said bomb in an airport. Bomb, 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 bomb.
Go to harrys.com right now and enter the code TMOS at checkout to claim your free trial set and post-shave bomb. That's harrys.com and the code TMOS. I had it's been difficult. I'll be honest with you. It's been difficult. This is just more evidence to me why I love doing what we do, because it does. I do have a little bit of an escape from it. I'm like a lot of Americans.
Escape, Mike.
It's stunning to me when you really think about the popular vote, which Hillary won, and that's something that's happened in presidential
just
elections
like
in
Gore.
the past. It's truly 50-50. It's absolutely 50-50 in our country. Our country is that divided. Now, with that said, the ones that Obama won, it was not 50-50. There were, he won he won both the popular
the
and the
blacks
electoral
and
vote.
Hispanics.
But, Mike, it's also 50-50 of who voted and who didn't vote. Because I believe about 49% stayed home.
Yeah, that's stunning.
And that hurts my feelings. I
actually was so over it that I went to see Doctor Strange last night. I was like, I'm going to go to a movie. Escape. Have you thought of going to a movie to escape?
That's exactly what I'm thinking about doing. We want to dive in. Once again, I always ask this, and I hesitate to because I get so many people online, and I don't know how to decipher it. So I'm looking for Netflix shows. I'm looking for online shows. I know bajillion dollar. I sit there last night, and Carla and I are calming down, and she says, "You know what? We ought to just pick a show to watch tonight and do that." I said, I'm going to crash by 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm so exhausted. It's not even funny, but down the road, there's this show, and I do this whole pitch on CISO and bajillion dollar properties, and I look at Carla, and then I go to the trailer, and she says, no, I don't want that.
Mike,
and then she doesn't offer anything else up.
It's not for her.
No, it's for you.
It's for you.
I have to watch
it's
that
for
on
you.
my own time.
Yeah, but I'll say that
you know what I want?
Shannon...
Can I just interrupt for a
Yes.
second? What I really want more than anything else is I want immersion. I want Game of Thrones. I want The Sopranos. I want a show. I want House of Cards. I want something that I immerse myself in. Something that I can
Could you watch something
Mr.
again?
Robot. Mr. Robot.
Could you watch something again? A show that you
No.
love.
I'm not like you with TV shows. I watch movies over and over. I cannot watch TV
Because
shows.
you know what? Breaking Bad is worth
Yeah, but I
taking from
can't
the
do it.
front.
Yeah.
Rob,
Once
we don't have the
once I've
time to
committed.
go back and watch the same show again. We just don't.
You are such a dick. I really am trying to help out our buddy here, and I'm trying to give him his options.
Is Mr. Robot a bingeable program?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Give me
It's
the crib
dark.
notes on Mr.
Oscar
Robot.
watches a
You'll
different
love it.
version. It's called Senor Robot.
Say no Robot, El Robot. El Robot. Hey, let me ask you. So, what, Mr. Robot in a paragraph? What are we talking about?
Okay. In this digital world of everyone being connected, you've got a group
Sorry, it's Tom Gavin.
Sorry, Tom.
a group of hackers that are trying to disrupt the world.
I got your password.
Not too nerdy for me.
No, Mike, you actually understand it much more now than you would 5 years ago.
Hey, by the way, that was a compliment.
Yes.
All right, look at the back of his hand.
That's it.
Fantastic.
No, you know what an Ethernet cable is now?
Yeah. You know what? Hey, I know what a dongle is.
Yeah,
Right.
dongle.
Hey, did you get the stuff? Did you get? All
Yeah,
the
I got the
sent
stuff.
to you?
I got all the stuff.
It kind of sloppily packed. I know that.
I haven't even opened the box yet because we have much stuff to list. And a question while we're on TV: have you given up on Westworld? I have.
It's over.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Westworld's-
horrible.
It is
I
Westworld's-
can't watch it.
What are the numbers showing on Westworld?
Not
Is
good.
It's
People
tanking, right?
people know that it's not what it was supposed to be.
So
Because you know
horrible.
what? It was
potential
based
it
on
had,
a
too.
decent idea and a great movie, but a movie is 100 minutes, and you can't do it for.
I had this written down for show prep last week, but we were so busy I never got to it. I'll say it right now. Here's the formula, okay? Especially for
I'm glad. Good.
Your cable shows. Very simple formula. Very
Areola.
very simple. Yeah, the first two everybody knows. All right, you need a lot of sex and you need a lot of violence.
Yes.
And the fact is, Game of Thrones has shown that the violence in Game of Thrones is over the top. The sex in many cases can be over the top. And maybe not even sex as much as just give us enough
Orgy
nudity
scenes, Mike.
to get us by. Westworld, okay? Weren't we all looking forward to naked robots?
Robot
throughout the whole
sex,
thing?
man. That's what
yeah.
I wanted.
Oddly enough. And by the way, when the robots are naked and they're sitting there in the chair because they're being deprogrammed and you see them from the
not
shoulders
hot.
up, you're copping out.
Yes.
They don't do that. It sucks. So that you need your sex, you need your violence, and then this is the third and fourth equation. The third one is also pretty simple, but I believe this. You need an incredible story. You need a story that's going to be riveting. Where
House
you're
of
going to be
Cards
rooting-
nailed it.
Yeah. House of Cards. You're going to be rooting for characters.
But
And by the way,
$1
you
properties.
can root for the bad guys too. And that brings me to my last thing. You have to have yourself a bad guy of bad guys. You have to have a villain who is truly somebody that everybody in the audience
hate.
is rooting
Yeah.
against. Can hate. You got to do that. You put that in there. You get your sex, you get your violence, and when I say sex, I probably mean nudity as opposed to sex. Because to be honest with you, it was not a sex scene when what's her name in Game of Thrones, the Queen was walking through the crowd with the other person's body in her Photoshop.
So you don't require penetration.
No, penetration is not.
Gross.
It's so nasty. If you do that, you got it. Westworld, I was sitting there going, okay, it's a shoot 'em up. They're going into that. We're going to have a lot of sex and little violence. Well, the violence, here's why the violence didn't work, because it's really, they're shooting robots.
Yeah,
So
they
you really
diffused
don't-
it before the word go.
Exactly.
By
And
making
then-
it robots, yeah.
And then the sex wasn't there. And Ed Harris, I don't know how bad a guy is because I don't know what he's done wrong, right?
There's
He's
your
wrong.
sex
He's-
right there.
Yeah, he's wandering around and he's a bad guy. That show
Bad
was just,
storytelling 'cause it's murky. It's not clear.
horrible.
Yeah.
But murky, and that was it. So if you have the bad guys, great example, Pony, would be Bloodline. When you have the first season of Bloodline and you have that brother, and goddamn it, I wish I remember the actor's name who was smoking all the cigarettes. He was such a perfect bad guy. He was.
Was it
so
Tony
evil.
Danza?
It's a you get that, and then then you just have a rooting interest along with you have to have the good, the bad, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
That's the
Something
way
to
you do
root
that.
for. That's what gets you interested.
Mr. Robot's fun to watch, Mike. I think you'd like it.
I will try Mr. Robot. Is
Yes.
what is the platform that I
On
seek
the
this,
on demand.
on demand? Okay,
Yes.
very good.
You
All
can
right,
because
so-
you've got DirecTV or Amazon. You're good to go right there.
All right, very good.
Right?
I will look for
Or
it.
I really think the $1 properties will at least amuse you.
I'm not ready
like
for
I
it.
die. I die watching it.
Is Mr. Robot more of a drama than a comedy?
Mr. Robot is a dark drama.
A dark drama,
and you love
that's
your
what I'm
dark
ready for.
dramas.
I like dark dramas now more than ever.
Say, Carla.
I was going through like the top 10 online shows that you can watch right now, and they were like comedy. I said, don't want to laugh. Don't feel like laughing. I'll do laughter on my own show. Not going to happen when I'm out.
You know,
here.
it's
That's
funny.
the way
I
it is.
had that feeling yesterday. There was a lot of election jokes popping up on Facebook, and I
Right.
said, too soon. Not ready for this yet. Not ready for your memes. Not ready for your.
Oh, can I say one last thing though about the election? And I've been thinking
Famous
about
last
this.
words.
Yeah, I'll probably say more, but let me just say about. I really have been reflecting on my behavior on election night and
thank
afterwards.
God.
And why did you say? You said I hung up on you 3 times. Was I
Twice.
really mean
Twice,
to you?
only twice.
Twice.
You
Was
were
I
really,
was I
you
super
were really
to you?
mean to me, but I was like,
I'm
he's
sorry.
upset.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? You were taking the brunt of it when
However,
you shouldn't have done that. So
for
hold
him
on,
to
shut
call
up,
was a
shut
rookie
up,
mistake.
shut up.
I
Let
didn't
me
call him. He
apologize.
called me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Let me apologize. Let me apologize. I apologize to you, Oscar.
No problem.
I apologize to my wife publicly, to all the people that I love, that I was mean to because of my own dark state of mind. I apologize because the fact is, this to me, even though it is the way I want to see my country, and I was extremely disappointed, this ultimately is just like when the Boston Red Sox lost in 1986, okay?
Yeah.
You get up in the morning, you look at your kid, you do move on, and the system we have is completely and totally created and brilliantly created by the Founding Fathers, that you pick yourselves up and you start all over again.
Yeah.
And you fight the good fight.
Amen.
And you live to fight another day. Yes, does it seem like, oh my God, the end of the world? No. The politicians on both sides will say that about every election. They will say that this will change the world. I got news for you. It may change the world short term, but if it's something that the American people decide they don't want, it will change it short term and not long term. With that said, make your own call as to whether you believe in the whole accept. You do whatever you want. But the fact is, we do have a great system.
We're
and this
Americans
system works.
first, as the president said, Mike.
Yes.
And I will tell you, when I saw the people running out into the street and, saying, not my president and things like that, the fact is, where the F were all the people that didn't show up to vote? A lot of people didn't show up to vote. So I accept the results of the election. It kills me. Today I actually got all filled up when I saw the first family and I saw Uday and Kusei up there. That was that's seriously when for some reason the sons, Eric and Donald Jr. They're the ones that I really. They're the ones that
Try to follow Oscar. It's a great
I'm
show.
so sorry.
So
it
funny.
Kills me to see that. That's the best. So I got a little verklempt when I saw that. But at the end of the day, I'm regrouping. And by the way, I rarely quote the great liberal Michael Moore on this show.
Right.
But he said one thing about taking the Democratic Party back. And I believe that 100%. And when you look back on it, there's a tremendous amount of support for people that think the way I think.
Where
in this
did it
country.
go?
The fact is, it was in the hands of people that were referred to. I can even be in that category. Washington Post writers are in that category. They refer to themselves as the elite. And the fact is,
America's elite.
the elite that are up there and really produced a candidacy
Sorry about the sirens.
of a person that could not energize the American people, and that happened. But here it is. It's the way it is. That's the rules. This is the country we live in.
Them the rules.
That's right.
You sit there
Get it?
and you accept it.
Nothing.
Don't hate the game.
You accept the rules and you move on and you fight another day. And I totally believe in getting back on the pony and doing it again.
Mike, I was
And
talking
did
to my mom yesterday. Same sentiment. I got her on the horn finally. Her voice was a little raspy because she was yelling at the Univision all night.
Oscar, I yell at you because there's nobody that's truly passionate about our show and Big O and Dukes that know the politics of Chad and the politics of Mike. We never got on the air and debated each other, but unfortunately, Oscar is in between, like nobody's in between. And if I made you feel bad while I was,
You
feeling
didn't make
bad,
me feel bad. I felt
just-
for you because I wanted you to understand what you're understanding right now.
I
is
know.
that we still
You
and we
cared.
still
You
keep
cared.
on
You
moving.
cared, and I think you know
Yes,
how I feel about
absolutely.
you. And by the way, it just at the end of the day, you have to do that. Look, the people that are protesting, I'm not going to tell you not to protest, to express your anger and do that. But at the end of the day, you get back and you work to do what you think is right.
Yes.
You really, really do.
You work hard.
With that, and look, It is what it's the best example of it. It is what it is. Do we unify and accept the presidency of Donald Trump? Well, you accept him as the president.
You respect the office, Mike.
You respect the office, but at the same time, you work your ass off to do what the opposition did when Obama was in power.
Well, that's if
you
you're politically
disagree, there are legislative ways of dealing with that, you know.
But still, another day older, another day wiser, and we'll do it again in 4 years.
Rob, when you talked about your daughter crying, Julia, look her in the eye and tell her, you know what? Cry now. Wake up tomorrow and fight like hell if you feel like you've got a better alternative. Yeah. I really believe
they can't even clean their rooms, Mike.
On that note, we'll take a break. That's good. That's a good way to end it. But
and yet our house is wide enough to walk through with our arms out. So you take the good with the bad.
And and for all the people that read my post that said we are shit, my sincere apologies.
My father quoted you.
I took that down. God bless you, Bob Spiewak. I love you. We'll take a break and come back. News you may not need right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Here on the Rob and Joe Show, we try to live up to all the famous duos of entertainment history.
Like Hall & Oates,
Sonny and Cher,
Sanford and Son,
Ben and Jerry,
Don and Mike,
and of course our favorite, Serta and Mermelstein. Just rolls off the top. Rob and Joe Show, new episodes every week. RobandJoeShow.com, iTunes, and on the TMOS app.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of our program brought to you by ZipRecruiter. You want to find the best people, you want to get them fast, and you want to do it with modern technology. ZipRecruiter.com has everything you need for that. With ZipRecruiter.com, post to all the job sites, top 100. That's right. You put it on there, even social media, Facebook and Twitter. You do it with a single click. It's that easy. Find candidates in any city for any industry nationwide. Just post once and then watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No more useless emails or bothersome phone calls to your office. ZipRecruiter lets you quickly screen candidates, rate them, and then hire the right person fast. Find out why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, our listeners on ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/TMOS. That's ZipRecruiter.com/TMOS. You can try it, and the best part is you can try it absolutely free. ZipRecruiter.com/TMOS. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com, do it today, and you'll find out why it is the best. And we thank you, all of us, for ZipRecruiter. Great relationship with them at the Mike O'Mara Show. Donald Trump is the next president of the United States. And by the way, the first WWE Hall of Famer to be elected president.
What about Truman?
So who says no glass ceiling was broken? Am I right? But he got there by the grace of the Electoral College because Hillary Clinton actually got more votes as of yesterday. She had 59,814,018. Trump had 59,611,678.
Wow.
So she was beating Trump by more than 203,000 votes. Not to me a big number.
That's
when
nothing.
you consider the amount of people that
nothing.
voted. And there are still outstanding votes. So we haven't counted them all yet.
It's still like it's not a material win. You know, it's not like, oh my God. Look, the Electoral College, that was a beatdown. The popular vote, not so much.
No, very close.
Right.
Why don't we have all the results
Oscar.
in yet?
I'm just giving you a perspective for those of you out there.
Well, he needs that. Yeah. He won, okay? Yes. We don't need that. He won. He won. Donald must be a big fan. By the way, it was a beatdown in the Electoral College, right? You say that?
Yes.
He's a big fan. This is a tweet from Donald Trump. He wrote about it. The Electoral College is a disaster for a democracy. That's President-elect
You're going to bring out
Donald
birther
Trump.
issues?
By his own logic,
he was born in Canada.
Donald Trump's victory was a disaster for democracy, and judging by the numbers, a little more than half the country agrees. So that's, I didn't say it today, but he's done that before. This is the second time the Electoral College has worked against Democrats in recent years. Al Gore won the popular vote but lost the election to W in 2000. Democrats have won the popular vote in 6 of the last 7 elections. Bill Clinton twice, Barack Obama twice, Gore once, and Hillary once. John Kerry lost both the popular and electoral vote to Bush in 2004. By the way, Trump apparently got fewer votes than John McCain in 2008 and Mitt Romney in 2012. So Hillary wasn't just done in by the Electoral College. Her own people not getting out to vote is the reason that Hillary did not win the presidency.
Did you know that our own Mac actually told his parents he was Electoral College, but he was actually in the parking lot of a grocery store.
TMZ is reporting that the LA Department of Children and Family Services has cleared Brad Pitt of child abuse allegations.
Yeah.
I know we're all happy about that. They were
How about you, Brad?
They were looking into an alleged incident between him and his 15-year-old son, Maddox. Angelina Jolie got into an argument on a plane back in September. There was talk that Maddox got involved, and at some point, Brad struck him, but apparently no evidence of abuse was found. Obviously, things between the two of them, Brangelina, not going well. Whatever happened was the last straw for her. She filed for divorce. In any event, TMZ says this report will help Brad in his joint custody. Angelina still opposes that, but her rep issued a statement saying, quote, Angelina said from the beginning that she felt she had to take action for the health of the family. So we will wait and see how that plays out. You know, one of the Hollywood dream couples really hitting the rocks.
I just wish the best to both. Both the best. What?
Nicolas Cage is in 3 movies out this month and 5 overall this year. That's not anything out of the ordinary for him. He's very prolific. He's been in 20 movies over the past 5 years. And since he does a lot of smaller independent stuff, you might not hear about some of them until they start clogging up your Netflix feed. That makes it look like he's just doing a bunch of no-name movies for the paycheck. But Nick says that's not the case. Quote, I won't just do anything. I've really never done a Nicolas Cage.
That's not bad. That's not off base.
I won't just do anything, which I know much has been said about me. Oh, he'll say yes to anything. That's just absolute nonsense. I do put some thought into it.
Yeah, I need another national film. Quick.
I think, here's his quote continues, I think, can I play this part? Can I bring some light and some experience to
Say
that
part again?
Part. Can I grow in some way with the part?
That's the way they all work. I kind of work on them as I'm doing that.
I love it.
I think, can I play this part? Can I bring some light and experience to the part? Can I grow in some way with the part? Will it change me in some way? In other business, hard work is something to be valued. But for some reason, if you're a film actor who makes a lot of movies, you get mocked. I'm Nicolas Cage.
Hey, one of my favorite lines from National Treasure, Nick, is this. We can solve it if we can get the resolution desk.
We can solve it if we get the resolution desk.
Pretty damn good, Mike.
Thank you. It's a little Californians, isn't it?
Yeah.
Glad I came to work today. I love it.
I know. My hat.
Yeah.
Look at my hat.
I still go back to Johnny Camerari.
His phase will be when he yells. That's another good one because he gets very intense.
Look at my head.
All right, moving on. I know gender inequality is a real sore subject for a ton of people right now, but I just report the day's news. I don't invent it. A new study found it costs $37,000 more to raise a girl from when she's born until she's 18 than it does to raise a boy. It costs an average of $98,500 to raise a boy and $135,000 to raise a girl. The reason for the cost difference is...
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Concert tickets.
No, that's only in your household.
Okay, sorry.
All the extra money parents spend on clothes, toiletries, and cosmetics apparently is what does it.
That makes sense. I believe that makes sense.
It's a little sexist, though, isn't it, to hear that?
It's harder to be a girl.
That's okay nowadays. Robert
Ashley would like to weigh in.
any
Ashley has her
extra.
hand up in the air. Yes, Ashley?
I just wanted to point out that all female products are just slightly more expensive than male products. Like this, I buy male deodorant because it's cheaper than female deodorant.
Oh, look at
What is
that.
would you like to give the male deodorant a plug that you use, Ashley?
Old Spice.
Oh,
Old Spice.
nice.
Oh,
Strong.
I'm on a horse.
You're a good one. The only place where parents spend more on boys than girls is on tech products. That's what it says.
Yes.
Wow.
Dick.
Okay.
Yeah, tech products.
411.
PlayStations and things like that. According to a new study, women's memories are stronger than men's.
Memories.
I forgot. It's true at every age, but it becomes especially noticeable as people get older and their brain starts slowing down. There's a catch, though. Researchers also found older women are more likely to be affected by dementia and Alzheimer's than men. I thank God my mom did not have that situation. Because of major hormonal changes after menopause. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I saw an example of this at the meet and greet when Carrie yelled out, I just remembered there's a hockey game.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. And now a little something. A woman named Julianne Antoni from Orlando, Florida, went into weeks ago, and she decided to go for a walk in between contractions to try to get her water to break. It didn't work, but she did get robbed.
Oh, wow.
Sorry for that. So that's kind of a lose-lose. As she was walking down the street, a
pregnant woman get robbed?
Yeah, walked up to her. Guy walked up, grabbed her necklace right off her neck. She started He started walking away. When she yelled at him and pulled out her phone to call 911, he ran back and yelled at her. So even though Julianne was 9 months pregnant, she ran away from him and started screaming. Fortunately, that scared him off before he could do anything else. Julianne was rushed to the hospital, and she wound up having her daughter a few hours later. Thankfully, they were both totally healthy after the trauma.
Good.
The cops are trying to find the guy who robbed her, but no luck so far, which is unfortunate. And, of course, once again, they just keep coming, guys.
Yes.
It leads me to today's Florida slogan of the day.
This is
Here
a
we go.
brand new motto, Oscar.
Armpit of America.
Right.
Florida, your water won't break, but your heart will. Thank you very much. We'll take a break and come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Hey, Pony Boy Matt Bloom, you want to play a little word association?
I sure do.
Son.
Dial.
You know, maybe this is a bad idea. I just want to remind everybody that we are on 97.1 The Wave, your beach station, so please tune in spite of my assistant, Pony Boy Matt Bloom.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Dial. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by the Show live in New Orleans, Louisiana, everybody. Saturday, November 4th, 2017. That's right, it's a year away. Make your plans. Get your tickets right away. The Mike O'Mara Show live hits the legendary House of Blues in Nolens, Louisiana for one show only. There are a limited number of seats available, so get your tickets right
Now's
Just
a good time to do it.
Right now.
Yes, thank you. MikeO'MaraShow.com. Go there and check out the banner that says TMOS Live New Orleans. Saturday, November 4, 2017 at 8 p.m. Don't miss this historic live event. Music, fun, laughs, surprises. Stay tuned for more details, but buy your tickets now. And Oscar, any insight you can offer on the New Orleans show?
Yes. Without getting happy, Mike, we have traction. So get
That's
your
good.
tickets.
Oh, that's nice.
That's good.
Get
And
your
we will
tickets.
You'll have more information about accommodations.
Yes. I would
and
say
such
that
coming up.
if you want to get a good ticket, get your tickets now.
Very good.
They're all great.
The Mike O'Mara Show live in New Orleans. And what's that French thing you always say?
Cher laissez les bon temps rouler.
Thank you. That's very, very exciting.
It means let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll. I'll try to
In the bad
memorize
place.
that. Do it myself. Let's open up the Audio Vault Thursday, November 10, 2016. Rob Spiewak, take it away.
I feel the vault serves many purposes. It sometimes informs. It sometimes makes you laugh.
Very true.
I feel sometimes it entertains just overall. Today I
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does. When I sit down to play my sounds, as Mike says.
Mike, don't be mean.
Today,
I was just making a statement.
Today I want to horrify. I want to horrify everybody.
Today.
Yes.
Ooh,
This is something new that if you poke around on the internet, you'll find people say they're called soundscapes.
Oh.
Where it's almost like what our buddy Todd Moore does with white noise.
Yes.
But they sort of paint a tableau with sound.
Right.
And what this is 14 different babies crying, slowed down, together. And it is really horrifying knowing that this is just the sound of babies crying
real
slowed
speed.
down. No, this is slowed down babies.
Oh, slowed down and then played
And then
together.
layered together.
So this is 14 babies all in super slow-mo
Yeah.
crying.
This is a soundscape.
Jeez, it sounds like a porno.
Hey, easy, it's just babies.
You're sick, Spiewak. You're twisted.
I didn't put it together, man. Poured it.
Do they ramp up a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a second. This isn't 14 babies. This is Mike's house on election night. I mislabeled the file.
All right, I can't stand it.
Me neither. Okay, anyway.
There's some people that roll up their windows.
Yeah, there goes our
my
download
God.
record.
Oh, well, there you are.
Wow.
At least we made it an hour 17.
Hey.
All right, I don't know if this is real or not. My gut is that it is not. entertaining enough to play, and there are no indications on the YouTube page that it is some sort of gag.
Chesh.
It is labeled worst church singer ever. And there's 3 levels to this I'd like to call your attention to. First of all, the enthusiasm of his intro. Okay. Second of all, the fact that the piano or organ plays a part he's not expecting at the intro. Okay. And then third, he really sucks as a singer.
All right.
So here he is, the worst church singer ever.
I'm going to go with it's real just because it'll be more fun.
And I think it is. I think there's a very good chance it is. Singing your favorite gospel song, Mike, Looking for a City.
Well, this next and final song is going to make me pretty famous over the last few years. It has took me a lot of places I didn't think I would be at. It's called Looking for a City. I didn't know you was going to start out with it. Looking for a city built above. Looking for a city where we'll never die. Where the saint in millions never die. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too.
Obama!
Come, the Holy Spirit, for our homes renewed. Look for a city where
And the sad thing is, caught in my head all morning.
the saint in millions never say goodbye.
You have a detonator?
We'll meet our Savior.
Oh, you missed.
Okay, that's okay. All right.
Thank you.
Oh my God! I think it was real. I think it was real. I really do.
Mike, it took him to a lot of places he never thought he'd ever be.
I never thought it would put me there.
All right, let's. Yesterday there was a press conference for the New England Patriots, who I believe are facing the Seahawks.
Yeah.
It's a big game, and they really wanted Bill Belichick to talk politics. And I
Because
actually
he allegedly sent a letter.
Well, he didn't allegedly, he admitted to it. He sent Trump
he
a
did?
letter.
But the beautiful thing about this is I don't normally like a thing about Bill Belichick, but I like the fact that he was ready to move on. This is how he handled the press conference.
Given the nature of this presidential race, did you find it
I didn't hear him admit anything.
helpful to talk to players about this? Many of your players talk to you about this. Are there concerns about any...
He just kept saying Seattle. Meanwhile, same press conference.
He's a nice man.
Good man, Mike.
Right.
A really good man.
Very nice
I'd like to
person.
see him in the White House someday.
I would too.
Yeah. They asked. Yeah, he is.
Big
He's a
winner.
They asked Tom Brady about
Bad
the same thing.
Yeah, I talked to my wife. She said I can't talk about politics anymore, so I think that's a good decision.
Yeah, same lady that won't let the kids eat any Halloween candy.
What Oscar
either.
tells me, it is a good decision if you're in the public eye and it's
Hell
not
yeah.
what you do. It is a good idea. I mean, if I was going to do a politics show, I'd talk about politics. I did a few political persuasions, and you know what? There are a few people that really enjoyed that. But the fact is, you're Tom Brady. 50% of your crowd there wants to play for one team and the other one, so you just
play
don't do it.
football.
That's right.
And I know. I'm the same way. If I read something that's political from somebody and it surprises me and it pisses me off, that's a mindset I have. You know? Celebrate it. Yeah.
If anyone asks you anything about politics, Mike, do what I do. Just say, looking for a city.
The only way I'll frame it, I frame it in this show talking about the way I feel personally, and that's it. And then you move on. If I'm going to sit there and be turbo partisan. Oh, by the way, and as far as concerned, I'm extraordinarily optimistic.
Yes.
Oh,
I am
yes.
extraordinarily optimistic that there will be things done and said.
There are
in the next 4
comedy
years.
staffs that just doubled.
Yeah.
There's potential
Not here.
for truly greatness. Yes, truly
Not there yet.
All right. Let us close. While
Settle
we're
down.
talking how we feel, close with Conan O'Brien talking about Hillary Clinton, who obviously had an amazingly bad week.
Conan.
And probably needs some comfort.
And for the millions who are disappointed for Hillary, remember, America has a special place for people who lose. Ironically, it's the cast of Celebrity Apprentice.
Look for her next season. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
That's it. Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Mike O'Meara Show. Our snail mail address is TMOS Box 32101, Washington, D.C. 20007 to send a letter or birthday request for our weekly mailbag segment. It's Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MearaShow.com. relies on the help of our listeners. Thanks for your continued dedicated support, and please share your love for the Mike O'Mara Show all over the world. Get your tickets to New Orleans. Get your tickets to New Orleans. Get your tickets to New Orleans. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, for Bob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara inviting you to join us for a great part of your day. The Mike O'Mara, everybody.
So long.
Ciao, ciao.
Seattle.
One last thing. Please remember that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace. Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.